What's up guys, it is Prescott season, back again with another video. Today's video I will be giving my review of the new episode of The Walking Dead that came out yesterday, season 8 episode 15 entitled Worth. So, just to start off, this is going to have spoilers in it, so if you have not seen the episode yet, make sure you go do that before you watch this video. If you've seen the episode, then, stay here because I'm about to start reviewing. So, to begin with, one of the first scenes where Rick reads his note from Carl. I like that scene. It was emotional. It was tough to read. It was tough to listen to. But I guess I don't know. It wasn't really what I was expecting. I knew it was gonna have something to do with Carl saying, you don't have to kill Negan. Like you can get through this without killing." But I don't. I guess it was just a little like the whole thing with him talking about all like the things he remembers and stuff. That was nice. It's just I was not expecting that, is what I'd say. But I did like that. Another thing, Simon is now power crazy now that he got that little taste of what it's like to be the leader of the Saviors, and it's getting to his head. You can tell. You see Eugene. Man, I loved Eugene for so long, and now he's just when he first went to the Saviors, I was upset. I was very upset. But at the same time, I see why he does it. Like with his character, he's so easily manipulated if he is threatened in any way. So I'm not surprised at all. It's just so frustrating because I really like Eugene, and he's kind of starting to get into his role now that Negan's given him a place and given him something to do, and he's taking. He's living up to the role. I would say he's kind of developed into a more saviory. He's more like a savior now, actually, instead. I thought it was funny when, he goes through giving orders, talking to Father Gabriel, and right after he walks outside and Daryl and Rosita walk up and he completely, you can, I wouldn't say it's subtle at all. You can so easily see just the change in his emotion. He completely, squeezes in, cowers down because he is terrified at that moment. And that was funny to see. I laughed at that. But I was surprised to see what he did when he stuck his fingers down his throat and threw up on Rosita. That was disgusting, for one. But I was surprised, that was a little impressive for Eugene. I was shocked by that. I was like, okay, that's smart. And then going with that, the way Rosita was talking to him, when she was saying, we're gonna lock you up in a dark room, we're only gonna use you when we need you, it's kind of like who is really the good guys in this situation, Like, this Negan is giving him a place to live. They're feeding him. They're taking care of him, giving him a job, making him feel welcome. And, I understand Rosita saying that because, he betrayed them. But that literally explains why he went back and was like, let's get that bullet order ready because I want these people, I want Negan to have his bullets to fight these people. Because, it's tough because I understand both sides. I understand why Rosita would say that to him, but I also... if I'm Eugene and they say that, I'd get pissed off. It's like, at that point, I'm going to stay with the Saviors. I'm enjoying myself there. They take care of me. So, kind of a weird development for Eugene. I don't like the way they took his character at all. I like him in the comics a lot more, which is pretty much the deal with most of the characters. I like them better in the comics, but it's whatever. Next scene I want to talk about is the Negan and Simon first argument when they're in that kind of conference room and Negan, tells him to get down on his knees, as if he was about to bash his head. And I was like, there's no way Negan does this right now. I actually I was thinking there's no way he does this, but I really believed he was going to, but he didn't, and obviously, but I like that little scene there. And then Negan starts talking about how he wants to, kill everyone there. He's done with trying to be the rational guy. And Simon's like, all right, yeah, let's go for it. I agree with you. So that was a weird scene. And then Dwight going right after and making the map for Rick's group, which we'll talk more about later on in the video. But, kind of just confirming that Dwight still is working for Rick and their group, working with them. After that, the rain fight with Aaron, that was a cool fight scene. But it seemed like kind of, I don't know, it seemed a little against the Walking Dead rules almost. When Aaron kicked that zombie in the head and it died, I was kind of surprised it went down that easily from a kick. but it's it's whatever. It was a cool fight scene, and then after when he's laying there and all the girls show up and he's kind of recruiting them and they seem like they're actually gonna help now. So I have a feeling next episode at some point during the big war, Rick and their group's gonna be in trouble and they're gonna swoop in and kind of like the Kingdom did that other episode when Carl almost got his head bashed in by Negan. Something like that I'm expecting. Next, I got Dwight when he snitched on Simon. That, I really was not expecting that. I thought Dwight was going to go through with it, but I didn't. I didn't know what to expect there. I thought Dwight was going to go through with it, or at least I thought he was going to try to turn the two against each other. Maybe kind of like, that's not what I was expecting, honestly. I was not expecting Negan to walk out and, say thanks Dwight, whatever. But that was cool by Dwight. I see why, kind of creating a divide in the saviors, making them weaker. That's smart on Dwight's part. And then you get Simon and Negan's fight, which was really cool. I liked how Negan was, he's like, I'll give you a chance to beat the man if that's what you want so badly. So I enjoyed watching their fight. I knew it was obvious Negan was going to win. I was like, there's no way Simon is the one to kill Negan. But, Simon, I liked his character. He was kind of funny. He was pretty much Negan, but a little more extreme. And I liked, some of his one-liners he had. He was a funny character, so yeah. Rest in peace, whatever. Apart from his one-liners, there's nothing too special about it, in my opinion. But then Dwight giving the map to Gregory while they were fighting, I was like, that kind of shocked me a little bit, that Gregory was so eager to be like, all right, I'll go get it to him, whatever you need. I kind of thought Gregory would almost cower down and be like, oh, Negan, look what he's doing, But, Gregory he did something. He did something useful. So shout out to you, Gregory. Thank you, kind of. So yeah, Rick gets the map, all that. It's great. But then the scene where Dwight walks into his room and Laura is sitting there, and it's just, my mouth dropped. I really did not think that that's who Rick would have picked up. Not Rick. Negan picked up in his car. I thought it was going to be Sherry. Is her name right? Sherry. I thought it was going to be her. That's what I was expecting. Not Laura. So that was a shock for me. And then you find out that Negan knew all along. He planned the fake map, and that I was literally sitting there just like, wow. Like, now what? What do they do? So that was, that's interesting. I'm excited for that now to see that Rick's pretty much walking to a trap, taking his whole group in there. So then the whole kind of what I talked about earlier with Eugene, how now after he escaped from Rosita and them, he is pissed. He's not messing around anymore. He said, let's get to work. When he told Gabriel, I'll kill you pretty much, I was like, whew, all right. And yeah, so Eugene's development was not what I expected at all, but it was a pretty cool. No, I don't like Eugene's development, but that's whatever. I don't like what they're doing with Eugene, like I was saying. Another thing I liked to see was the Walker version of Simon, how they put him up against the fence. That was cool to see. And lastly, what I want to talk about is Carl's letter to Negan. That was read to Negan, which I enjoyed listening to that. I like seeing Negan's kind of soft side, how we've seen it a few times, like when he killed Glenn after he realized Maggie and Glenn were together, and he kind of apologized for it. He's like, I didn't want to do this. I'm sorry, you guys. And when he was talking to Rick about Carl's death, and he seemed hurt about it. And for a while, when he was listening to this letter, I was like, this is getting to him. This is getting to Negan. He's going to think about this, I feel like. But then right at the end, he goes, it's over. I tell Rick, it's too late now. I'm going to kill all you guys, which I don't think that's how it's going to go. I really do think they're going to find peace at this point. But I like to see that they're kind of leading into them not having peace. So I'm really excited for the finale. I think it's gonna be action packed. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't. It's the war, but I'm super excited for the finale. I'm excited to see where they go with it, who dies, because I imagine people are going to die. It's gonna get ugly, but yeah. So overall, I did like this episode. Any episode where it's Negan centered is a good episode for me. I'm a huge fan of him and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. So yeah, that is gonna be all for this video. if you enjoyed it, go ahead, give it a like. Let me hear your opinions on the episode down below, and if you are new, subscribe